start with a question, if you don't mind. This is the provisions in this bill are incredible. I mean, everything from renewable portfolio standards to CAFE. What will be the most controversial part of the debate?
CAFE standards. It's an issue that we've tried. We have 9 new Democratic senators, and we're hoping as a result of that we'll be able to get enough votes to put us over the hump. Keep in mind, the bill that's coming before the Senate is a bipartisan bill. What I did is part of the bill is what was reported out of the Energy Committee. Part of the bill is the CAFE standards, was reported out of the Commerce Committee, and part of the bill is what was reported out of the Environment and Public Works Committee. All of them on a bipartisan basis. Now, I've been told the Republicans are going to oppose the motion to proceed to allow us to even debate on this. We'll see. Hopefully there will be enough people to allow us to proceed. It's a bipartisan bill, I repeat. CAFE standards is one of the bipartisan provisions of this bill and would be so important for our country. As I said in the speech, 35 miles is not very aggressive, but certainly it's good. And it also includes trucks, as you noticed, rather than just cars.
We have a lot of questions here. One of them is, do you think the president...
Those we don't have time to answer, I'll be happy to take them. And if
Okay.
somebody's name's here, we'll make sure we respond to them.
Great. Do you think the president will veto the bill?
I'm not nearly as worried about his vetoing the bill as our passing it. I think if we're able to get a bill out, the House will certainly do it. We'll go to conference. And I think that the president... he's not much of a vetoer. You know, he's only vetoed stem cell and the timelines for Iraq. But he may be trying to flex his muscles the last few months in office. If he did, it would just be a further blight on his presidency.
Do you expect McCain-Lieberman to offer their climate change cap and trade bill?
No, I don't think so. I want to do a global warming bill, a climate change bill. And I hope that we can do that in the foreseeable future. This is a little different what we're trying to do here. This of course will help global warming, but I think we need a more massive approach to global warming, and I don't think this debate should be tied up on which global warming provision or bill is the best.
We have a number of questions about carbon sequestration, and maybe you can talk a little bit about what the bill will do in those regards.
Well, it's a start. It's not what everyone wants, but it's a start, and I think it's a good start. That's the best we could get out of the Energy Committee, and I think there will be efforts made to increase what we have in the bill.
We have a question. How will the bill work in concert with the energy title of the Farm Bill?
That's still a work in progress. The Farm Bill, I've spoken to Senator Harkin, who is the chairman of that committee. We hope to be able to take that up next month, but I'm not sure the committee is going to be ready. But every place I went this weekend, people are concerned about, in Wyoming, they're concerned about ethanol. They're having trouble finding things for their animals to eat. And as you know, one of the articles in one of the newspapers in the last week or two was some of the pig farmers are feeding cookies and popcorn and stuff they can buy that's cheaper than corn because there's such a shortage of grains. So that's one of the reasons we have looked very closely at other ways of producing products that can grow, that can be turned into ethanol. And this is all a very important step. Ethanol is important. It's really helped a lot, but it needs a lot of work.
We have a number of questions about the green building provisions, and maybe you can talk a little bit about that and about the federal component.
Senator Boxer is very happy with this provision because I think it's surprising to all of us is the pollution that's caused from buildings. And this is a tremendous step forward. Also, as I noted, we're going to take a look at our federal fleet. We're the largest user of automobiles in the country. Certainly we should do something to make our vehicles more energy efficient. So Chairman Boxer did a great job with her provision on buildings, and it's a tremendously important step in the right direction.
And let me ask you a final question. But before I do that, I do want to recognize John Podesta, who has joined us, the president of the Center for American Progress, and a leading thinker on energy policy. Final question. How long do you anticipate the Senate will be focused on this bill?
Well, it's according to when we get on it. I would hope we could get on it today. It'll be very difficult to finish it in one day, but we have 3 weeks during this work period. We've got to finish the defense authorization bill also, so we can get back and talking about Iraq, which is certainly necessary. But we're going to do our best to finish this bill. The Republicans, Senator McConnell, on the immigration bill, gave a number of speeches about how many times that I've invoked cloture or filed cloture petitions. He failed to mention that we have to do that because we're not able to do anything without cloture. On the most basic bills we did, lobbying ethics reform, minimum wage, 9/11, CR, everything that we've had to do, we have to get 60 votes first. So they've made it very difficult for us. But we feel very good. I had a meeting with Leader Pelosi last week, and we each had 10 things. We were in agreement what the 10 most important things are, and we're moving down the list, getting them done. We've, of course, done stem cell. We've done minimum wage. 9/11 should be done in next week or so. Lobbying reform should be done the next week or so if we can get this energy bill done. So in spite of the Republicans trying to block everything we do, we've made great progress.
Well, again, thank you very much.
Is this my homework?
There's your homework. And on behalf of the center, let me thank